a minute, guys. I do have to change my thing. There you go. Hey everyone, it's Blitz here. I know it's like super early. I'm here to talk about Spider-Man 2. Alright, so I know Spider-Man 2 came out like last week on like Friday, and I did beat it over the weekend. I'm still trying to platinum the game as we speak, but I just kind of want to talk about it. You know, in terms of story, gameplay, combat, and where the game is probably gonna go. Also some like controversy, but not the controversy people want. I say people want because I'll tell you here in a bit after this. Now, Spider-Man 2, I beaten the game. The game is lengthy. I wouldn't say it's long, but it's lengthy. It took me about 3 to 4 days to kind of beat it, which was alright. I'm kind of I have like the speed running curse, where I just end up beating a game. Like, no matter which game it is, so like, this is just a normal thing. I beat Resident Evil 4 in like 3 days, 2 days, maybe. And I also beat in this game in about 4 days. However, this is just me. Like, I literally just beat single player games within like less than a week, so bear with me. This game is great. In terms of combat, I find it to be really enjoyable. And very simple too this time. The weapon wheel is gone, or the web wheel is gone, and it's like replaced with like this in the bottom, and this, giving you like quick access to abilities. So like here on my right is like the gadgets, and here are like personal abilities from like Peter or Miles. And they did add like a few extra like web swinging updates to it too, like traversal. You can change the difficulty to swinging, making it very, how would I say it? Making it very, like, you have to be very skilled with swinging. There's like a meter for it in the settings. I wouldn't recommend turning it on your first playthrough because like that shit's like really tough. But it's a good thing to have. Fall damage is in this game too. You can turn it off or on. Sometimes I turn it on just to test it. It's not as bad as people are saying it out to be. You just have to have force to kind of hit the ground and die. But yeah, they also recently did a patch update. They fixed a lot of stuff people were talking about. Especially the suit I'm using. It's shinier now compared to the launch, which is great. What else? I'm trying to like see if there's anything else. Alright, so we already got gameplay and stuff and shit you do as Spider-Man out the way. Actually, I could show you guys the skill tree real quick. This is the skill tree. It's a very simple skill tree, in my opinion. It's actually really easy. I just think maybe if they do New Game Plus, I can use those 5 extra skill points they got. Because I'm not gonna lie, I really think they're gonna do something with those 5 skill points in the future. Maybe it's purposely done that they kept that. Cause I'm level 60 and you don't get any skill points after. And look at how much stuff stuff I unlocked. All 100%. The abilities, you can change abilities too on here as well. I just choose to have the mechanical arms until like they kind of change the anti-venom. Until they change the anti-venom stuff to like the symbiote, black. You can also change, yeah, like you can just change abilities and stuff like that. There's like 2 variants for of electricity for Miles, and like 2 different types of like powers for Peter. Well, not powers, but more towards like stuff. You got the mission log. They actually changed it quite a bit. It kind of looks like something you would see out of like Skyrim, for example, and stuff, which is pretty good. The collection isn't this big this time around, but there is a bunch of quantity of stuff in this game you can collect, so like I guess that takes it. Gadgets right here, like I said before, there's not really a big selection this time, so yeah. I don't know. Yeah, just like not a big selection this time. There's only 4 stuff here. What else? Oh yeah, so like leveling up doesn't earn you health and damage. This does. And then in traversal, like you just have to earn these and you're good. That's probably the reason why in my playthrough I got a chance to beat this game a bit early and it was a bit easier later on, because maxing health and damage out for me kind of like sped run things, which is fine. I'm just waiting for New Game Plus when they decide to update the game for this. But yeah, that's really it for what accessibilities this game has. This game has a ton of suits too. This time with different variants, and I'm not gonna lie, it's really nice. Yeah, there's like different styles and stuff like that, which is cool. Miles also has a pretty good majority of outfits. Actually, the Wolverine one is my favorite. But yeah, I think that's really it to show you guys too from the screen here. Other than that, the map's pretty large this time too, and it's much like, you might say, oh, it's just a small portion. No, it's a much bigger. You might see the map, you might see these a bit close, but when you're in game, let's say you're over here, for example, this part of New York is just very far. I'm not even kidding. So don't let the map deceive you. Literally try the game for yourself, or look up a free roam video, because this map is bigger. It's way bigger. I think they added more buildings too, as well. The building density is much higher. Density overall is much higher than the first 2 games. And yeah. In terms of side quests, they're not that bad. I did a few quest lines. I think my least favorite quest line though, which I'll be honest, is the Vision quest. Not Vision. Vision Academy quest lines for Miles. They're not that bad. I really don't want to do them all the time, so I get them out the way first. But they're not as good as what you do later on, though. I just think the Vision Academy quests are just not it for me, and that's just my personal take on it. Like, don't get me wrong, I like what Miles does in this game, but for me, I think the Vision's Academy is a bit boring. But yeah. But everything else, the side quests are actually pretty okay. They're not that bad. They're simple. There's side missions. You do side missions to literally level up and get stuff done. So like, yeah, they're not that bad. They're pretty alright. I actually really enjoy it a lot. Then, actually, yeah, you know, I'd say I really enjoyed the quest lines here a lot than I did in the, first game. Simply because, like, they're much simple and they're, for me at least, they're less tedious, like last time. I'm not gonna lie, some of the side missions in this game are tearjerkers, so, like, just heads up. What else? Trying to flight. Well, in terms, alright, so let's talk about this now. In terms of main story is actually pretty good. It's, I'm not gonna lie, it's good good writing. Nothing out of the ordinary, it's not fucking legendary or anything. But I find it to actually be more enjoyable than Miles. So, like, that's really it for me when it comes to the story. I'm not gonna spoil it or anything. But it does get darker later on in the game, so like I'm not gonna lie, I really do enjoy this game for what it is as well. I think the story is a bit more. Alright, so like let's take Spider-Man 1 out of the way for a minute. This game is longer than Miles Morales. It's longer than Miles Morales. That's all I'm gonna say. Why am I saying that? Because I feel like a lot of people are really comparing it to Spider-Man 1 at best, when it is easier to kind of compare it to Miles. And like I said, this game is very lengthy. It takes about like 3 days to beat if you're doing something else on your spare time. Other than that, like, it's fine. Like, it's actually a pretty fine game. I wouldn't worry about it too much, about the length or anything like that. Just enjoy it. Unfortunately though, however, New Game Plus and the day and night change cycles were not released at launch. But given the speculations going on right now, it is rumored that they're gonna come out later on. Give it like 3 months or so, they'll announce it. That's my only con about it, is that they didn't release at least those things. But given the fact that they listened, to feedback, small feedback I'd say, did actually get it done. They're probably already working on it like right now. But yeah. In terms of platinuming the game, it is way easier platinuming this game. And I say easier because, not because like what people are saying about, you know, the achievement list. I find it easier for me to platinum this game than I did with 1, because Screwball is not in it. Screwball was such an annoying ass fucking character for me. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of messed with my achievement hunting like a lot. So like, I'm happy didn't go around and just say, hey, you know, let's mess around with your achievement hunting and all. So I'm very happy that they kind of did that, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't like Screwball. I think her quest lines were the worst in my opinion. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I would prefer playing MJ in this game than to fucking deal with Screwball. Just plain and fucking simple. So yeah. Other than that, I think that is it for everything else Spider-Man related. This game, if I were to give a game from like 1 out of 10, I'd give it a 9.5, because they didn't really add New Game Plus at launch, which I would have actually really wanted, because I really do like stuff in this game that reminds me of old games like Web of Shadows. So like, yeah, I'll give it this, I'll give it that. Um, here in a minute, I do want to kind of talk about something. Just give me a moment. I'm trying to see if I can actually get a achievement, and I didn't get it. Fuck. Yeah, no, I'm supposed to glide all the way to there's an achievement. I'm trying to get the platinum this game. You have to glide all the way over here to a store. This district. And it's a pain in the ass. Alright, so like I was saying.
Need bigger sidewalks.
So we're gonna talk about controversy. Not controversy, but like it's more the hate on this game. I'm not gonna lie. As a Spider-Man fan, when it comes to glitches and stuff like that, it wasn't frowned upon back then. Web of Shadows for me had a lot of glitches, and actually the glitches were pretty damn cool. As I say cool because like, for example, the Web of Shadow glitches I've encountered on the Wii, I was allowed to beat up fucking shield agents in that game, which was awesome. And it was a very simple glitch to do too. Like, you had to be on Riker's Island, breaking Rhino out from prison, and what you would do is load back to the save you had before entering that mission. In doing so, and you would be allowed to beat up on cops and shield agents, and I found that to be a very cool glitch in the game. This game, however, had a few glitches, such as the Spider Cube glitch. I'm not gonna lie, that glitch is so fucking funny, dude. I hope they add him in the Spider-Verse film, just Spider Cube, because they definitely added like a spider plushie and stuff, so why not, right? But like, the hate towards this game is so unnecessary. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I can't be on, like, I can't be on Twitter anymore because of it. Because like, it's mind-boggling, and like, we never had this case last year of which game was, you know, which game has more bugs. Like, this Cause War Fiasco is pretty dumb, in my opinion, because that's really what it boils down to. And I'll be perfectly honest too, like, even though this game came out, like, ever since this game came out, there's just been so much fucking hate towards it, and, like, so much shit, and it's, like, ridiculous. Like, if you guys have nothing better else to do on your fucking spare time on the internet, you guys should really just, like, not be, like, so childish over it then. Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, there'd be like 27 to 30-year-olds on the internet complaining about which console's fucking better, and it's like, it's ridiculous, it's dumb. And like, if you, like, no offense, like, if you don't agree with like a fucking, if you don't agree with like their fucking thing, like, you're called like a fucking Sony Tony or whatever, and it's like, it's dumb. Alright, I used to play on Xbox. My favorite fucking Xbox games were Halo. I'm just surprised we got into that, like, fucking thing. Oh, let's just start a console war for the sake of starting it. It's pretty dumb. But yeah, it's just the controversy to the situation's ridiculous. So if you're gonna watch a playthrough or anything, I recommend like Rad Brad. I don't do really a lot of walkthrough videos, I'm not gonna lie. So like, don't expect me to do any. But no, seriously though, like, the controversy around this game is pretty dumb. If you want to play the game, please do yourself a favor, pick it up when it's on sale or something, if you feel that it isn't what you want. But yeah, I don't know if I got the fucking achievement or not. guys saw me glide to a store, right? Unless I did it wrong. I'll be upset if I did it wrong. But yeah, yeah, just like, if you guys don't know what a console is, that's a good thing to stay out of that lane. It's not good. It is not good. It's really bad, and personally for me, I'm starting to think it's actually affecting, like, companies like Xbox and Sony. Like, I'm being really honest, this can take a huge effect on everyone. So I wouldn't recommend getting involved in that stuff. That shit's like brain dead, like aneurysm shit for just them. If you enjoy Japanese games, I recommend PlayStation. If you enjoy indie games or games that, you know, overall great, and maybe like old games from back then, I prefer an Xbox Series S in my opinion. Alright, I prefer Japanese games a lot, so I play on PlayStation. And not because of that, because like they have the Evo and I do Evo here and there. Like I try to sign up for it, even though I don't get to it. You know, I really don't mind just waiting. But like I said, like if you just prefer like a console or anything, just go for it. All right. Don't be like these fucking idiots on Twitter just spouting about which console is better or not. Because at the end of the day, they're just fucking plastic. They're not real life. It's not a fucking sports political game or anything. That's literally what it boils down to in this situation of console wars. Is that at this point, like after Spider-Man's release, I just gave up looking at like who's bad or worse. And it's like it's just the same shit. Like it's become such a headache. It's ridiculous to see that people will go this far to kind of bash a game over their like console views. I'm not gonna lie, if you don't like politics either, I do yourself a favor, stay away from console wars. Because like, it's gonna feel like it, even though it isn't. I'm just letting you know right now, it's gonna feel like it, even though it isn't. So, yeah. Yeah. Like, honestly, I'll be honest, I think that's really it for this video. I think Spider-Man is like a 9.5 for me. I put that there because they're missing like at least 2 features for me. But that's really it. I'm gonna let you guys go now. See ya.